Hello, YouTube. This is Pastor Burgess, and I have a message for you tonight. It's not too long of a message, just kind of a couple minutes, I guess, of an exhortation, some encouragement about, counting all things as Christians in this world as lost, that we lose it all in this life for Christ, and that's really where we gain things, people. It's when we come to a place where we just count this world a loss, and following Christ is that great gain. And yes, there's suffering, there's hurts, there's disappointments, but I tell you, when you follow God, there's this joy and this peace inside, people, that He'll give you strength to overcome the losses, and you'll gain so much more in Him than you could have ever imagined. But we really gotta to die to this world, die to this flesh, die to the things that are sinful and the desires that are contrary to the things of God. See, many of us are all about fun and just living life and enjoying everything, and maybe sometimes God's not all about us enjoying everything. Sometimes maybe we're to be miserable for Him and not indulge in the things of this world. God is calling a people to be separate and to not be entangled in the things of this world and to deny ourselves. And we've got to be miserable to the things of this world. We've got to count the things of this world to be horrible and miserable because they're sinful, and they separate us from God. Yes, the sinful things in this world are horrible, and they separate us from God. And so we need to just count ourselves a loss to the things of this world, that we would just know the glorious riches that are in Christ, people. Oh, you have riches, you have peace, you have joy, you have satisfaction in God. You don't have to go do the drugs. You don't have to go and enjoy the things of the world and the parties. God can satisfy you. But I tell you, being a Christian, many people tell you, oh, you become a Christian and life gets better for you. But I tell you, sometimes, you come to Christ and you bear that cross of self-denial, that cross of denying yourself, taking up the cross and following Him, that cross of pain, that cross of hurt, that cross of sickness, whatever that cross is, God has given us a cross to carry. There's sometimes we don't always get what we want in this life. More often than not, we don't. And so we've got to just learn to suffer for Him and for His glory, because He's got great things for His church. He's got great things for His church. Don't indulge yourself in the things of this world. Be ye separate. Don't find yourself deceived by the things of this world, the parties, the money, the pursuit that's empty. Solomon said it's all a chasing after the wind. It's all vain. It's all vanity of vanities. Solomon was the wisest man that ever lived the face of this earth and walked the face of this earth, and he had lived the best kind of life you could ever imagine. He even said that everything he had was vain. Everything he had was empty compared to knowing Christ. Paul the Apostle said he counts all things as dung compared to knowing Christ. So people, that's what we got to do. We got to count this life as dung and the life of sin, this life of